Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to another Laptime challenge on Gran Turismo 7. Today is update day. We have version 1.62 bringing us 4 new cars, one of which we will be driving today, which is the Chevrolet Corvette CX.R Vision Gran Turismo concept vehicle. A car that has over 2000 horsepower and hopefully suitable handling to do this one. It is equipped with racing soft tires at least, so grip is hopefully, I hope, not a problem. And we are racing on Laguna Seca, so an American car on an American track. The current world record is set at a 104.4, and that leaves us to beat at least a 106.4, so quite a small gap. But let's get on track and try to do the guide. So getting out of the last corner, make sure you're in 3rd gear, then rev out those gear quite much, go up to 5th, keep a narrow line to the left, and your first brake marker is this 4 board next to the track. So right next to this one, go hard into the brakes and then use trail braking, aim for the inside curb, down to 1st gear, try to keep a very narrow line, early up to 3rd, and once you straighten up the car, go back to the power to avoid understeer. Then over to the left, and the next brake marker is the beginning of the curb on the left hand side. Very gently into the brake pedal, only some slight input, let the car coast, don't keep it too fast otherwise you will have understeer, and then back to the power shortly. Same story happens after the 2 board on the left hand side. Only give the slight tap to the brakes, then aim for the inside curb, early upshift to 4th, and then fully flat out again using all the width of the track. Then shortly up to 5th, and the next brake marker is after the shadow of this gantry. Hard initial brake input down to 3rd, releasing the pedal and then letting the car coast shortly, early up to 4th, and then fully flat out again, use all the width of the track. Keep it to the right, and the next brake marker will be the 3 board on the right hand side. Again, only give it a slight tap to the brakes, then aim for the inside curb, coast shortly and fully flat out again using all the width of the track. Up to 5th, and again after the shadow of this gantry, go hard into the brakes, try to be in a straight line over the curb on the right hand side, down to 1st gear and then aim for the curb on the left hand side. And if you don't know where to go now, aim for the middle of these 2 trees right in front of you. Early upshifting to 3rd, let the car coast downhill before going flat out again shortly in 3rd, over to the right hand side of the track, and now in the middle of this curb on the right, just lift the pedal, go up to 4th, and aiming for this left hand side curb, go flat out shortly. The next brake marker is then the beginning of the curb on the left hand side, slight tap to the brakes, down to 3rd, aim for the right hand side curb, let it coast shortly, fully flat out again. And the last brake marker then is the beginning of the curb on the right hand side, keep it in a straight line while braking, so have full brake input, then lift the pedal down to 1st, early up to 3rd, over the curb on the left, and once you straighten up the car, go fully flat out and make your way to the finish line. And though my timer is also just below the gold border, I hope this will do the job and get me 2 million credits. And now let's review once more from chase cam. So getting into your lap, try to make sure you're in 3rd gear out of the last corner, then rev out those gears, go up to 5th, and keep a narrow line to the left hand side. At the 4 board, hard into the brakes, use trail braking, aim for the inside curb, keep a narrow line early up to 3rd, and then lay it back to the power to avoid understeer. Over to the left hand side, at the beginning of the curb, slight tap to the brakes, keep a narrow line to the inside, then short power input at the 2 board, gently to the brakes shortly, then early upshift to 4th and early back to the power, use all the width of the track. After the shadow of the gantry, hard into the brakes again, down to 3rd, keep a narrow line up to 4th and then back to the power, over to the right hand side of the track. At the 3 board on the right, short tap to the brakes, coast over the left hand side curb before going flat out again. Up to 5th, and after the shadow of the gantry again, hard into the brakes, aim for the left hand side curb, then the middle of the trees and 3rd gear, short power input over to the right hand side, lift the accelerator pedal up to 4th and then back to the power again. Over to the left, at the curb brake again, down to 3rd, coast over the inside curb on the right, short power input in 3rd, up to 4th, and at the beginning of the curb on the right, brake hard down to 1st gear, let the car coast over the inside curb on the left in 3rd gear, and then back to the power, make your way to the finish line. And this should basically give you 2 million credits. So what are my thoughts on this one? I expected this car to be undrivable, which it kind of is, but at least the grip is right, and with the active aero the car does not tend to slide while cornering. It has some understeer actions if you go to the throttle too early, but once you get how to do this one, it feels, not to say easy, but it's doable, let's say. It took me roughly 20 minutes until I got into the gold sector, and I hope that this will last until the end of the challenge. Let me know in the comments what you think of this challenge, and as usual, if this guide helped you out, feel free to drop a like, share this video and leave a subscription to the channel. That would help me massively. And then I say thanks again for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one, and bye bye.